Hello everyone, welcome back as always. Today we're going to talk about another story from the world of One Piece, specifically about Roger, Shanks, and Gabon, and the possibility that they may have prepared something for Luffy. The returning Joy Boy. Right now, the story we're seeing is the Elbaf arc, but it also includes a flashback to God Valley, which covers the massive battle involving Garp, Roger, and Gabon. In the current chapter, we're also seeing hints about new forms of Haki that may become the next level of power for Luffy and Zoro. But even so, Luffy's group is now facing Imu and those with Devil Fruit powers, enemies far beyond anything they've fought before. If you remember, earlier in the story we saw Shanks appear in Elbaf even before Luffy arrived. And before that, Shanks also went to Wano shortly after Luffy defeated Kaido. These events make it clear that Shanks' actions aren't random. They're tied to something much bigger. That's why it's interesting to think that Shanks may have come to Elbaf early to prepare something together with Gabon, something meant for Luffy. The returning Joy Boy, whatever they prepared needs to be ready by the time Luffy arrives. It also seems like Shanks has some knowledge of the future, just like Gabon, who is one of the remnants of the Roger Pirates. After all, everyone who reached Laugh Tale learned the truth about the world. Even though they may not know every detail, it's clear they know the timing of future events. Remember that Oden said that 20 years in the future, someone would defeat Kaido. That means Oden knew the key moments that would unfold. So Gabon and Shanks likely also know when Joy Boy would appear in Elbaf, and that a massive war would break out at that time. Because of this, Shanks showing up in Elbaf earlier could mean that he and Gabon are preparing to pass something from Roger to Luffy. Something Roger entrusted to them to eventually give to the future Joy Boy, Luffy in the present day. And that thing is likely the most mysterious object of all, the giant egg that was always shown on Roger's ship. Even in the God Valley flashback, the egg can still be seen on the Oro Jackson. It feels like Oda is intentionally reminding us that the Roger Pirate's egg is important and hasn't been forgotten. That makes it very likely that this egg will reappear in the Elbaf arc. If Gabon has been living on Elbaf all this time, it makes perfect sense that he's been guarding this egg. And considering how enormous it is, the creature inside would probably be huge as well, making Elbaf the land of giants, the perfect place to hatch it. The Roger Pirates kept the egg for a reason. It must be extremely important, possibly essential to the final battle Luffy will face. The creature that hatches from it could even join Luffy in the final war. Like I mentioned, both Gabon and Shanks probably already know what's supposed to happen in the future. Luffy's crew once asked Gabon questions, but he said he'd speak once they had safely reached their destination, suggesting he was waiting for the right moment. So after the battle in Elbaf, it's possible that Gabon will finally reveal the egg to Luffy, or if it has already hatched, he might bring the creature itself to Luffy. But if we take the idea even further, Shanks and Gabon may have prepared the egg specifically for Luffy as Joy Boy. And there might even be an unexpected twist, like Luffy awakening an ability that triggers the egg to hatch. If the creature is legendary, its power could be comparable to an ancient weapon. And maybe that's why Roger kept the egg, because he intended for the next Joy Boy to inherit it. Shanks and Gabon may simply be fulfilling Roger's last wish. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. Alright, that wraps up everything we're discussing and analyzing in this video. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any updates on our channel. And for today, I'll have to say,